I messed up my Grump cam on the vertical feed. I was trying to fix it, but oh well. You can kind of see him there, and that's okay. All right, let's see. Look at this. Oh, I can give. Oh, there we go. So many coins. All right, let's see. Vince, hi, how are you? How have you been? What have you been up to? Let's see. This goes there, this goes there. Oh yeah, this guy. Swinging over here. I think I put YouTube on my same multi-chat feed. So, oh, hi Mom. Mom was on Instagram. You should be on Twitch. I'm not supposed to say the streaming platforms out loud because they that's how they kicked me off of TikTok. You're not supposed to mention other platforms. Like, well, whatever. It's maybe I don't want to be there so much. Hi Chion, how are you? Did you catch any of that cough that was going around? Oh, it's a good slap. Thank you. Joel has a little bit of a cough. Let's see. Okay, I don't need you. Scooch this there. You're fine. Okay. So then, let's see. Let's just see what's going on over here. I'm gonna click you, and you're gonna be good. Okay. And then, let me check you. All right. As far as I tell, everything works, but I'm usually wrong. Okay, my stream was buffering like crazy last week, and my internet normally is fine. I pay for like what, the 1 gig of whatever. I don't know. Maybe I should learn. But so I'm thinking it's because my C drive is jam-packed with files. And then Shadow mentioned I should download I wrote it down, Winder something, Winderstat, and I did. And there was like a big chunk of backup files or something, and I was Googling around, and it said, don't willy-nilly delete these. Just, it gave the kind of directions where I was like, I don't want to do this. And I think my C drive is just too small, because all in all, it didn't seem like that many gigabytes worth of files. So I got here, I just kind of made my job harder. All right, so where's my stuff? I got this thing. It's like, it was the most reasonably priced M.2. What is it? This one is 2 gigs, I believe. Yeah, no, 2 gigs. Yay, go me. Terabytes. Let's see, where's the other thing? The other thing was neater. Where would I put? Oh, it's right here. Let's see. Linda Davis, hello. I see your 0 there. Oof. Okay. Okay, I'm not tangled. Everything works. I hope. Cat says, oh, Chion is cat. I might just say cat. But no, thankfully not. We had issues enough with Mr. Cat and his allergic reaction. That was crazy. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys worked that out and were able to enjoy the convention. I hope you have been well. Vince, yeah, I am like a superhero avoiding this illness, which now that I've said so, I'm going to catch it. But, you know, I keep eating oranges thinking that like the vitamin C, and I'll even eat, when I peel them, I leave some of the white stuff in there. It's not incredibly tasty, but I'm attributing that to my giving myself a fighting chance. So I got this 2 terabyte TB, not GB, TB of M.2 storage, which is kind of overkill for the C drive, which I only have the operating system and some programs. So what I was thinking, this is extra work though. I got this thing so I can transfer files and clone the C drive and all that. So I was thinking, okay, I have a drive that has files that I'm currently working on, an M.2 drive. So there's two in there, the C and then this extra one. So I was thinking, because that extra one is 1 terabyte, I was thinking of putting that on here, this 2 terabyte, taking the 1 terabyte, wiping it and using that as the C drive. And then I'll have the C drive's old M.2, which is like, I think it's 256 gigs. That I could put in my PS5 for extra storage, because I already had to delete like Alan Wake. I just didn't have any room for Death Stranding 2 on the beach. That's a lot of extra sounding work. I know, I'm dreading it. Sean, I'm so dreading it. But it's like the right thing to do. Except these darn drives, they're like, I had to crack open my computer and remove the graphics card because everything is embedded into the motherboard. Like there's two side-by-side areas for these things. So then I have to do it twice because I have to do it once to clone my working file drive, put this one in, make sure it works before I wipe the other drive. So that means I have to take the computer apart, put it back together, wait, then clone my C drive, which kind of makes me nervous. I still have like my Windows key and all that, but it's like putting someone in a coma so they could heal, and then you're just hoping they'll come back out of it. So I don't want to do it, but I have to because everything's so full. This thing is neat though. Okay, hold on. How about we just protect the pages? I still haven't found my favorite pencil. It's lost. Shion says, strange, I guess that's why I just use an external drive to store things, but then again, I probably don't use as much space as you do. Probably not. I still want to get a NAS? Is that how you pronounce it? NAS? Network Accessible Storage? NAS? 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 I think it's NAS. I want to get one of those instead. One day. One day. It's like how I kept saying I was going to get that uninterruptible power supply for like 4 years. I said I was going to get one, and I finally did. That's going to be what I do with the NAS. I'm going with NAS. Okay, so this thing, I've never had one of these before. So this is where there's a little hole for the light. I guess it lights steady when there's power, and then it blinks when it's transferring or accessing files. So that goes there. This goes into my computer, and then you press this to open it. Well, okay, yeah. Don't open it while you got it plugged in. Sorted itself out though. I'm thinking there's probably a protective plastic on this heat transfer kind of pad that I have to pull off and then just stick the drive, boop, and it's a long one, so you can just lock it in like this. So I'm interested to see that thing. You're braver than I don't know, is it brave or reckless? There's a bit of recklessness to it. I took kind of like yesterday, our mini blinds are kind of dirty to the point of, is that like black mold or is it just dust? I don't know. So I was just in a hasty decision. I pulled the mini blinds off of the window and we hosed them off outside, hoping that I would be able to first take them off and then put them on again. But now it's done. So I don't know if it's brave. I think it's just reckless with the hopes that how bad could it go? Can I protect myself from the worst of the outcomes? I think I can, because I don't have to wipe the C drive, my extra one, until I make sure the new one works, right? So I have a backup plan? I don't know. But honestly, I'm just more dreading taking apart and putting back the computer. It's like half of it's tempered glass, and there's no good grabby spots or work areas for the computer, so I'm just hauling it up and down. What in the world? Who made noise? What in the world? Oh, was that Discord? I don't even know. Let's see. And why? Why are you making noise? I have no idea. Just a bunch of me. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, well, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Sounded like Discord. You heard it too. It's not my imagination. Maybe I'm gonna mute it. I think it was somebody else's Discord or something. So we don't need any of that. Let's see. Can I mute? There we go. Done. All right. Here it is. Oh, look at, see, I'm already losing things. These are the screws and an extra thermal pad, whatever. Double coated tissue. What? Let's put that away. No need to worry myself right now. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl? The Bad Bunny halftime show? I was so excited when I saw the bushes. I thought they were gonna dance for me, and they didn't. I guess they just needed to be mobile or something. My heart was broken. At least the entire internet liked the bushes as well, because there's no shortage of videos of them being cute on the sidelines and getting ready. All right, so let's see. What should we start with here? So we're past. You are going crazy. You aren't going crazy yet. Nope, we're playing video games. Oh, what are you playing? At night I'll play Death Stranding 2. It's almost exactly like Death Stranding 1. I don't know, right now, I'm probably 20 or 30% into the game. I don't know why that was up for like Game of the Year yet. Maybe I'm about to be surprised, I don't know. Probably just in the beginning. I've defeated one boss type thing. Now I'm just going around trying to 5-star connections for like who I'm delivering to, because they keep giving me weapons upgrades and stuff. So just doing some Mount and Blade Bannerlord. I don't know what any of that is. Mount and Blade. So Mount is one game and Blade Bannerlord is another game, or is the one game called Mount and Blade Bannerlord? Curious. All one, okay. It sounds old-timey. All one. All right, so for these back stacks, I'm not doing a lot of detail, but let's see, what I can do is outline some of the rest of these stacks all the way to the back of the obvious stacks before it just turns into like hint of stack here as well. And then decide at what point do I start adding just a tiny bit of a little extra detail so that it doesn't go from this to nothing like right away. So I got a toothbrush in here to work on. This would be more of the same. That's a lot of coins. I know. Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? Those would be a fun, easy thing to get through. It's just a lot of this. We could start there. Warm up. Joel's idea. He would not have advised this. He's way better at being really impactful and efficient with his layouts. Me, less so. Okay, so there. Let's see what we got here. Knock all of my stuff. Yeah. So then it's getting. Right now, I should feel the con crunch for Emerald City Comic Con because this is like the deadline for team no rush shipping. So if I get some stickers done, send them real soon, then I'll be fine. I could also print some too, but I like the real feel of vinyl machine cut stickers, like regular, real weatherproof stickers. And then they also have these interesting effects that you can get when you buy them. So that's the goal. And then I also have to do a bunch of sketchbooks, mini sketchbooks for the vending machine. I gotta make some refills for that. Gasp stickers, I know. They've got some really interesting textures, like this etching kind of thing. Beyond like glitter stuff, chromy stuff, there's this embossed looking thing I want to do. So we just have to figure out a good way to make it work. If you plan for an effect like that and really make it impactful, it's nice. If you just throw it onto something, it doesn't really, it's nice, but it's not like, whoa. It's just like, oh, hey, look, it has a texture to it. It's better if it's part of a planned design. Okay, I want to see if I can make this a little brighter. That's not at all right. Okay, how about this? Yes. Yes. Nope, I was going right the first time. All right, we'll try that, and then it'll get darker as I figure it out. Yeah, we got Emerald City, WonderCon, and then April I have the LA Times Festival books. So I need a lot of stuff, but I've got time. So let's see. Who are you? I think this is a 0.3. I like this one. I like this better now that I put the squish on it. All right. Where's the best place? Pencils. Paper. Okay, ready. Good thing about moving away from East Coast is seeing more cons that you all visit. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be nice. It's tough when everything is an expensive plane ride away. Okay, so let's see. Doing it like that. Guess I can start here. That. All right, here we go. You know what's tough about stickers for me? I don't have like, I'm not good at catchphrases or some cutesy kind of saying. It doesn't have to be even that clever, but I don't, it's just gonna, it has to be, I don't know, a cute drawing of Grump and his friends or something. Hi, I'm Manny. Thank you, Manny. Perfect timing. Ooh. Danal Shaw? Good, working in my coloring book while you work. Oh, yay! Let's do creative stuff together. I know, Cat Manny's like, hey, this is clever, right? I saw there was a post on Instagram. It was a kitty cat with a martini and what do you call the eye mask, like sleeping fancy lady eye mask, up on the cat's forehead. It said, I tried going outside, but it was too peoply. I don't recommend, or something like that. It was cute, right? That would make a good sticker. I would never make that sticker because it would be like, nobody, I don't know. I don't know how to have that kind of humor, I guess. Van Al says, yep. Sean says, oh, OMG, a coloring book with Grump. His, the whole of his first graphic novel could be a coloring book from the way I drew it. Van says, funny. So, Daniel, am I saying that right? So your coloring book, do you use crayons, markers, or color pencils, or something else? I think for a while I was using color pencils. I had a bunch of Prismacolor color pencils. I didn't mind a good box of crayons though, but after a while I think it just graduated to color pencils. Get into those little fine details. Color pencils for Chion. Okay, so I have a panel border here. And it's kind of disappeared over the course of erasing. Colored pencils. I have some Derwent and Prismacolor. Oh yeah, those are good ones. I had some, I probably still do have some Derwent, I think they're called Inktense color pencils, where if you add water, they turn into watercolor or something like that. Those were fun. color pencil. I mean, coloring, pretty relaxing. I guess it'd be like age dependent on whether or not you'd want like big shape kind of coloring book or something more detailed. I wonder how much detail is too detailed when it becomes less fun and more tedious. I have to crack some open. I haven't looked in a coloring book in a while. After, Shion says, but I need to go be an adult and run to the store to buy some veggies because we are all out and I must have some for dinner tomorrow. Veggies are important. Kiss, hug, love. Seeing you as always, my dear. Love seeing you as always, my dear. Give Joel a faraway hug for me and Mr. Cat and the pups. I will. Cat, I hope you find the best vegetables, the freshest and the cheapest. Safe journeys. Daniel says, after 3 years, I have a hodgepodge of different shorties that I've saved. I'm a hoarder at this point. Shorties like little pencils. Do you have a pencil extender? Have you seen those? It looks like a pencil, but instead of having a point, it's just a little like aluminum cup that hangs onto the end of your pencil. Give it some length and weight. Here, let's see if I can find it. Here. Well, let's see this picture instead. What is the deal? Okay, never mind that website. Let's try this one. Okay, we'll try that one. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, that's not gonna work. I've got my stylus trying to control my computer on a plain tabletop. Okay. There you are. You do it this way, then you can't, then you go into the void. I'm still here. You just, there it is. Okay. So that's a pencil extender for those who may need one. Let's see. I need to figure out how to make the browser always pop into like the same the same area. That's worse. Okay. How's that? That's worse. Okay. That's better, actually. Okay. I don't have any anymore. I'm working in a Japanese coloring book, usually 2-page layout. Takes sometimes 3 to 4 days to finish. I do have, seems the circumference at this point isn't looking in the extender. Some locking extenders. Oh, the circumference isn't locking into the extender, so they don't fit? Is that what's going on? Okay, let's see. Oh, goodness. Let's see, just need one. There, perfect. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Okay, we got it. Here we go. I'll touch one more thing. Okay. Yes, says the, okay, well that's no good. That makes it even harder to try to find one of those online, because you're gonna take a chance on something and find out it doesn't work. It's been a while since I've bought the wrong size of something like that based off of a picture. I try to read the measurements, but sometimes it just seems like there's still a lot of guesswork involved. We've had this bookshelf bookmarked for a long time, and we finally bought it. And we had our measuring tape and used they had a phone augmented reality type of thing where it fits into your space. But the thing is, how do they know, which is weird, how do they know how big my space is to fit the pretend projection of the bookshelf in there? It's like not to be relied on just to give you a visual representation, I guess, but it did kind of match up with our measurements. So everybody has a pre-dreidel shape to their pencils. What? Like Apple computers did in the 80s. Is that so? We had a couple of Apple computers in grade school, in junior high. I worked on a Mac at the comic book studios doing coloring. But other than that, it's been all PC for me. It was kind of interesting going back and forth from Mac and PC while I was working. I still always call it Apple Delete or Command. I never said Command, it was always Apple. But it's been a while, so I don't think I'd be very proficient with shortcuts on a Mac these days. Different shapes for certain companies. Not helpful when you're trying to buy something for pencil like you are. Japanese coloring book. That sounds really nice. Now that Microsoft owns 15% of Apple, much easier to get some parts or supplies. Whole right to repair thing was kind of crazy. I guess it still is. That one repair guy, Louis Rossman in New York, he was going to like city hall meetings or something. I forgot what. Trying to get right to repair a thing, make that a thing. Because Apple was making repair shops find all this stuff and making it expensive and difficult for them to get what they needed, like schematics to repair laptops and things. And like consumers can't do it on their own. I think that was a thing with John Deere, probably a bunch of stuff, but John Deere tractors, some computer thing breaks and the farmers can't fix it just because they're not allowed, not because they don't have the skill to fix it. So why I have a bunch of pencils and some chalk? It's a desperate attempt to have universal shapes and sizes. Yeah, something's gotta work, right? You have it all. Oh my goodness. It doesn't look like the stream is buffering like crazy again. Oh, that's good. I still, part of it was how full my C drive is. Maybe some of it was just plain old turn your modem and router off and on again. So I did that too. I updated my router's firmware and restarted everything. I don't think I could. I never tried to bus with the modem. Can you? Do you have to update the firmware for a modem? It feels like it doesn't really have a lot going on besides searching for connections. Not like the router has more. It's up there. That's why I'm looking. The router has more stuff it's in charge of. So maybe that's more important to update a driver or a firmware for that. Of course, the spouse gives me the eye for my mess and pencil shavings. Lol. Oh, what do you do with the pencil shavings? They're just all around your desk. I'm pretty bad about that too. Not pencil shavings, but like eraser dust. Joel has a nice little container he puts it in. Every once in a while he'll accidentally hit it. But still, it's better than my method, which is just, well, if it falls, nature will handle it. But not pencil shavings. I don't really, these are the pencils I'm using, so I don't have a lot of sharpening going on. This one, I was looking for it. It was right behind me the whole time. It's not even, when I sharpen it, it's not really it's just a sharpener for the point, the graphite. So, I don't know where I have that. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Something where I needed it to be. Can you believe it? So this thing here. Here, how about I not dump a bunch of graphite shit in? Let's see. This guy. Is this how? It's been a while. And so I guess you just shove it in there and spin. So here's the before. Let's see. Oh, I went sideways. Hold on. Am I doing it? I feel like I'm not doing it. All right, I guess I have to push harder. Yes, depends on if you buy your own modem or if it's from the Comcast or Xfinity where it's a rental situation. I bought it. I've learned to not, I don't think I ever had it in me to rent that kind of stuff. It always seemed like a scam. Oh, did I just do it too hard? Hold on. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. How could I sharpen the lead wrong? There. That's pretty sharp. So there I go. That's what this is good for, because then all my mechanical pencils are just itty bitty. This one's good for layouts, or I don't do a lot of shading like this, but just a quick dark line for something, that's good. Here, let's see. You go over there. Okay. Oh, you never seen the lead holder thing? That wasn't the best demonstration of it, that's for sure. But yeah, it's they have red, what would you call it? Red pencil tips? Red writing sticks? They have the color red too, but I don't use it. Bought it, never used it. There's other, let's see. So I feel like these are basically the same product. This one holding a, probably can, let's see what we got here. Hold on. Kind of look like you were sharpening a mechanical pencil. A lead holder, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, this one I bought to hold one of my nibs. See that? Let's see if it holds. No, it's the wrong size. This is for a fatter lead. Or then I bought it for a nib, so I don't even need to worry about it. Am I doing this wrong? Does it go up on the top? That's pretty stuck. Okay, I think I'm doing it right. There. How have you been, Siege? I still don't know if the buffering last week was from my C drive being full or my router, because I restarted the router and I updated the firmware. And it seems better, right? I did move a couple of stuff off the C drive. I even did the WinDirStat, whatever that Shadow was talking about, and found I had a lot of one particular file. I don't think I wrote it down. It was like a Windows update kind of thing, but not so much where I thought, wow, there's your problem. It was more the problem was that my C drive M.2 is too small. So I bought another one. Oh, see, I didn't even show you. Look what I bought. So I got this, 2 terabytes. I was thinking of replacing the drive that I have my files on and use this instead. And the 1 terabyte that I have my files on, use that for my new C drive. And then my old C drive, which is 256 gigabytes, put that in my PS5. And I got this too. Sounds like a lot of work, so that's a problem for later on. Back's getting better, so better. Oh, good, good. Any progress is good progress. You sort of described my setup, did I? So I have to take a lot of stuff apart from the computer. I have to unplug all the wires so I can move it off of the little pedestal thing that it's on. It's tempered glass. It's the O11 Dynamic, like the Bauer version. So I guess I could just leave the panels off because I have to remove the GPU to get at those M.2 drives that are embedded into the motherboard. But I have to wait after I swap the drive that I have all my files on, just to make sure everything is stable and fine. Then remove the GPU again and open up the other little thing and do the C drive. So 2 taking aparts. So I'm trying to figure out, well, I don't have to completely dismantle it twice, but kind of. C drive is 1 terabyte, other is 2 terabyte game. Yeah, that's what my goal is. And then my old C drive being 256 gigs, I could throw that into my PS5. Yeah, C drive should have been 1 terabyte all along. I just thought, how much room could it take? And then I went and got the Photoshop Adobe Creative Cloud, whatever, suite, and it's like, blew it all up. That's a good default download location. The C drive, yeah. Small drives are good for that because you will have to go back and delete old stuff you don't want or need anymore. Yeah. I think Windows did some chunky updates. Adobe, whatever, their suite of products did like some chunky updates, and all just went south. So it's like, why don't you uninstall those old updates? Because the internet scared me against it. They told me to do stuff and I don't want to do. Like cross-reference the files that were in the update with the registry search for the same files. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to. I'd rather just blow it up and start fresh. All right, diving into a dungeon, so kind of lurking. I've disabled Windows updates for the most part. I think I have mine on like ask permission to do it. Should I do that with Photoshop too? Yes, Siege, do your lurk. Thank you so much for hanging out and saying hello. Hold on. This, okay. I'm just making sure. Okay, perfect. I'm just surprised that things are working. I had Oreo Japanese cheesecake from Uncle Betsy, I believe. It was good. They have the Valentine's variety of ice cream at Salt and Straw, like their February menu. Some chocolate and chocolate mix-in type of variants. They're good. Oh, Danielle, I missed what you said. I went to the cable place and the guy just kind of puts my old modem with about 100 different people dropped off. Gives you an idea on quality versus quantity. Quality versus quantity, yeah. I was looking into that, not very thoroughly, but Steam has their, what's it called? Steam Box or something? 2? Is it the second version? What was it? It's gonna be priced at like $600 or $700. It's basically like a mini PC. And I was wondering, if I were to build one, could I do better than $600 or $700? The small form factor stuff can get kind of expensive, and I don't have any small form factors stuff to put in place. Like if I was going to build another computer, I would have like some spare parts, like a regular size one, but I don't have anything for that. Sorry, I spent 3 years trying to fix spell check while on Chrome. Oh, I'm the worst at, I can't even blame like fat fingering something and misspelling it. I just the worst at spelling. So sometimes I'm really good at like reading the spelling errors of other people and just having the autofix in my head. Sometimes it works better than others. Probably Gabe has already said it's not going to be a loss leader like most consoles. Oh, interesting. Gabe Cube. That's what they're calling it, the Gabe Cube. It sounds like GameCube with someone when someone has a cold. Gabe Cube. I like watching videos of people building small form factor things. Teeny little power supplies. It's like all to accommodate a giant GPU. Everything else is like the CPU is small. You can get a teeny motherboard, little shorter cables, or like they have vertical mounts, I guess, for your graphics card, so it cuts down on cables. And then the cute little overheating PC box. Hopefully not overheating. Monkey, says Danal. Is that what is that? You have to elaborate. I'm curious. Is that like a YouTuber who does small PC builds? Or something? You have to know. I think my first YouTube subscribe that I ever did was for maybe tech related, was Jay's 2 Cents, and he was doing water cooled stuff, and it just looked so creative. I liked it. Start following him, and through him I found Paul's Hardware and Bitwit. Yeah, the vibe of those videos has definitely changed over the years, because it was really exciting to like have all these options, and people are water cooling at home now. You didn't have to like go to some tropical fish store and use aquarium parts to make a water cooling system. It was just kind of available for the consumer. And now it's different though, because everything is not available, and the prices are going up, so it's like the enthusiasm isn't there anymore. Nice meeting you. Dinner time. Oh, Daniel, so good to see you coming around. Enjoy dinner. And good luck with your double-page Japanese cool-sounding coloring book. My fingers are fighting this thing. I'm finding that I'm holding it not in the little divots because I still want to hold the pencil like this. Most normal people would hold it like this. So I'm going off divot and just squeezing it from the chunky parts. So that means it's just gonna fall out of my hands soon. I fling it out. Same with my stylus, it always ends up under the desk, but this is worse because it's got a marking point at the end. So when it slips, it's like da 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 da. And then I have like a little Morse code to erase. Challenges. I make it look difficult. Okay, stack one, almost done. So close. Oh, hold on. I totally wrecked the perspective. That one little line. Let's see. Okay, what's going on? Down, go down, and then you're barely there. Okay. That's fine. Oh my goodness. Who slapped? James Lee Stone, was that you? Where is my slap report? Is it on the bottom? Ugh. Where's my slaps? James, how are you? How the heck have you been? It's been forever. Are you doing any shows outside of Vegas or Nevada? Do you still do shows? Or are you just doing your own James thing now? I never see you. Okay. Thank you. Why James Lee Stone slapped an almond milk sticker? Thank you very much. Why did it only show up right there? What else did I miss? Okay. I was here last week. Well, you know what? I probably don't remember because I was all distracted from my internet, or like something was going on with the scrolly wheel, was just making things buffer and being all unwatchable. It upset me. Well, nice that you're back. I appreciate it. You did? You had another medical episode? Oh no. How are you doing? You okay? I mean, you don't have to reveal whatever, but are you on the upswing? Are you feeling positive? Feeling down? So for this stack, I'm gonna have to put like a heavier holding line around the front. Same with these right here. Let's see. Maybe starting from here down, like this stack, because this stack is in front of this here. Heavier holding line. And then, yeah, down here. Just to make sure that they pop forward. Same with like this stack that I'm about to draw. It should be a little heavier. And all merge together. So what's going on here? Hold on. Another stroke last July. Have been in some form of therapy ever since. I'm so sorry to hear that. Graduated from outpatient therapy a month ago. Now it's all the now it's all the something at home, making life make sense. The tough at home? All this, yeah, I need help with that word. I thought I saw pictures of you out and about. I guess social media just feeds whatever, whenever, and it's not all chronological. Now it's all the stuff at home making life make sense. I see. I did a couple outdoor events first Friday. Okay. Gotta be nice trying to get out and do your thing. I'd imagine it's a little tiring for all that you're going through. But hopefully worth the trip out. I don't think I'm using any more of this page. It's gonna get cut off like right there. At least this blue line is gonna get chopped. I'm just in the habit of drawing beyond, just in case. Everything is exhausting, says James. Yeah. It's nice to do something fun with my friends. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, even if that it's really exhausting, it's like you deplete your physical energy, lets you fill up all your friend emotional support energy. Feeling tired and loved. feel like this pencil breaks less frequently than this one. They're both 0.3. I might be filling them in with different leads. This is the Kurutoga lead, and it's posed. I don't know if it's all just made up stories, but the graphite you put in these, because it has that ratcheting system. I have one that's okay. Let's see. As you draw, the graphite rotates, so you don't get like a sharp part. It's all just evenly, it's not like a wedge sharp part, it's all evenly worn or something, which never really bothered, never really was an issue. But let's see. So you see that little O right there? That little thing? I think that's what's supposed to rotate. Oh, see, I just broke it. Hold on. And there it goes. So it rotates away because the lead keeps rotating itself. So the graphite is made so that the outside is a little softer than the core, so it helps keep that sharp point. I think that's why it breaks more often. This is just a regular, I don't remember what kind of. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Pentel, just regular. This is the wrong size, but it's Pentel, these little things. I think these break less frequently. So back to my old friend, this guy, Alvin Draftmatic. I think got some pin in my hair. Got some new lighter poles that should be easier to travel with for conventions, to put like signage on. And we replaced some of our bags, because the bags that we carry our poles in, we just chuck them in the checked luggage, and they start to get like little worn areas that were turning into holes. So I'm just curious and hoping that it works out. It's weird to just change a bunch of stuff for a convention and have to fly and realize, I guess this isn't gonna work the way I thought, but I have faith. I think it'll be fine. And if it's not fine, it'll be fine enough to come up with some better workarounds. But I don't think anything will be wasted, really. So I'll have my backpack on. I'll have this giant pole bag slung over my shoulder, and I'll be pushing two pieces of luggage. So it would be better if it didn't weigh that much, because I can hold a lot of stuff, but as long as it's not all really heavy. Oh, and then, so I put my previous pole setup in the bag and went to lift it to put it around my head, and the strap broke off, and it like smacked me right in my glasses. I thought it for sure cracked my glasses, but it didn't, thankfully. So now the strap is brand new bag. I just overloaded it. So now the strap is connected with the, what is that word? Carabiner? One of those clips that the climbers use. It kind of looks like that. And then it has like an opening. It's thick though. And this is the hingy part. It's heavy duty. It's supposed to be heavy duty. Sometimes the quality is questionable, but like this part goes in and out to lock it. So we got those to put as backups for the strap things. But better to happen in the living room than like in the airport, I'd say. But to answer your question, says James from earlier, the only show out of town so far is Phoenix. Phoenix Fan Fusion this summer? Nice, that's a good one. We haven't been in forever. We should go. Carabiner is how I've pronounced it. Carabiner. Oops. All right, I'll do the same. All that trouble I was having, like with whatever internet or whatever was making this thing buffer, I did a bunch of restarts. I deleted some stuff. Probably even deleted things maybe that I shouldn't have to free up drive on my C drive. But my buttons are working better. I think I deleted a bad or something confusing for the Stream Deck because it's behaving. That was like a one push mute and unmute. I shouldn't have said anything. I probably jinxed it. It's been good. Went the last 2 years to Phoenix Fan Fusion, right? I haven't been in a while. I should go back. I think for a while, flights were really expensive. They calmed down a little bit. And it's not like Los Angeles to Phoenix. You'd think it wouldn't be too expensive. And it's, I guess technically it's drivable, but if you drive that distance, you're already exhausted by the time you get there and you haven't even done anything yet. So we've just opted to fly in the past. And James, are you working on something with someone? I think you're doing commissions, right? Sketch covers. We drive too much stuff. I see. So it's not just commissions. You have stuff to take. What are you? Prints and books? What are you working on? Commissions of all kinds, mostly. I'm not very good at like on the fly, on the spot commissions. I could do a decent job at home. But with like the sales interruptions and just, I don't know, I'm distractible anyway, so I would much rather have pre-dones. James, do you like doing like caricatures of people, or would you rather do like fan art? I know of like a popular character is easier to sell, but do people hit you up for like caricature stuff ever? Got things in the works. I've had full stop. Another is about to print a sci-fi book thing and a naughty comedy ashcan comic. A naughty comedy ashcan comics. Sci-fi book thing, that's kind of cool too. So you're gonna have a good show. You have all kinds of stuff going on. How many pages is the ashcan? Sometimes I do likenesses of folks. I'd be so bad at it. Also, I wouldn't want to have a caricature done of myself because of all the ones I've seen online where they're just brutal about what they focus on. Like, no, thank you. I'll pass on that. How much you have to pay for that kind of insult? I just wish all that was printed. I just wish all that was printed and I could sell them. Like the likenesses. I like the ones you did of us. Me, Joel, and Colonel Mustard. It's an 8-page 3-parter. Ooh. So like an ashcan, if anybody doesn't know, is it simply just like a DIY print and staple thing at home? Or at I guess a copy place, but it's not like a bound book. I think that's it, right? That's the only distinction. It's just DIY stapled kind of thing. How is it different than a zine? Besides the Foley zines, like I think zines can be stapled too. Is it the content? Like ash can? No, I don't know. I wonder. I was gonna say, is it like a ash can is more of a story thing, but that's not true because people do that with sketchbooks. All the stuff's in the works I wish was printed. So the sci-fi book thing, it's like digital, it's not printed? Or I mean, you're working on it, so it's not done. About to print. Okay, naughty con. Ash can. Yeah, what's the difference between an ash can and a zine? Like the stapled kind of zines. Having trouble keeping these little lines in their perspective because I have all these faint guidelines here. I can follow like these little vertical lines, but then I keep straightening them up. It's not that hard, but try to make fewer mistakes, I guess. Looks good, very shiny. Thank you, Vince. Thank you very much. I've got like all this crazy lighting, which is kind of bouncing off of the graphite a little bit. So like what I'm looking at looks more like this. You got some real darks in there. But when I lay it down, I think it's catching this overhead light. It can be bound by it's usually a preview to my memory. The ash can is a preview to something. I got an ash can of Wildcats #5 in black and white with the yellow cardstock cover. Ooh, fancy. Now I think people call half-size comics ash cans because this will have full color cover. Yeah, I guess sketchbooks sell less at conventions. Graphic novels maybe can sell a little less, like an Artist Alley. I should be more specific, not conventions in general. An Artist Alley. People love their little, you know, little prints, stickers. But I still want to make storytelling stuff. I still feel like it has value. Maybe it'll be overlooked in Artist Alley, but not everywhere else. I just need to make sure to hit on those everywhere else things. There's the rub. Kickstarter would probably be a good way to get some eyeballs. It could be whatever, and they call it whatever. That's, you know, yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. I've seen a lot of different things called ash cans. And the only thing they had in common was it was like a cost-effective DIY type of product. Let's see how big I would need to make this little holding line to make them pop forward. We sell a lot of graphic novels. I have portfolios of original artwork. That and a few rare commissions are what I usually do at shows. Yeah, that's a good menu of items. That's better, see? Should still be thicker. I'll come back to it. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half more for the stack. Looks like I meant to tuck this one under a little. Something like that, I guess. We just added a fourth friend to the team. She's got a booth set up, stickers, little art book, hand paints, skateboard, even a gacha vending machine. What? Added alongside outside Facebook. We got what? And face wait, gotcha. That's like that's almost my setup. Alongside our sci-fi, superheroes, and westerns comics, we got quite the variety. That sounds awesome. Tell me about your vending machine. It's because you said, I think you meant booth. It says Beth. So I was like, wait a minute. And then you said a bunch of stuff. Or oh, she's got a Beth setup. Is that what you're calling? Is that wasn't a typo? Like kind of like me. I unnecessarily auto-corrected in my brain. That's really cool. I want to see. I won't be at that convention though. So what kind of vending machine? Like the art vent style, or there's like so many. Some are repurposed from other things. There's like what I think it was like a stamp vending machine that people repurposed to spit out little mini prints. I thought that looked neat. No, a best style of fun mix of stuff. Perfect. Yeah, I just put my vending machine in a suitcase, wrap it in my my banners and tablecloths. A couple of tabletop decorations that aren't necessarily breakable. It does okay. It has a tiny little dimple now on its little head, but part of its charm. And that was an international trip, so I think it could make it to Seattle. I'm actually kind of getting excited about Seattle. I don't get to do it every year, so it's a privilege. I'll try to have a good show. Joel has a spot too. We're not going to be sitting next to each other. We get lucky on a couple of, like the Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con and WonderCon. They will sit us together because they're nice like that. everybody else is like, no, you get what you get and you like it. So we won't be together, but at least we'll both have tables. I think there's a pic on my Instagram post. I'll have to check it out. It's a coin drop, and in the egg is a little mini figure. About 2 of the 50 or however many are rare figures or double figures. Ooh. Oh, I like it. Do you request for them to leave the little plastic containers behind? Like you have a little recycle the gacha balls here type of thing? To create a lot of bulk, to have travel with those balls. My stuff is they're just little envelopes. And they kind of fit stuff like this in it. This or let's see, this isn't much thicker. And then I don't have any examples of my sketchbook, but it's also like 3x3. Yeah, let's see. Manny doesn't mention the vending machine anymore. Just bragging about him and his friends. Does that link still work? This command? Let's try this. Oh, let's try this. Oh, I broke my vending machine alert, I guess. Oh, she was constantly asking people, open them now and return the egg. Please and thank you. Yeah, I can imagine, because you don't want, of all the things you have to restock, you don't want to have to restock the plastic egg things. I want people to open them in front of me, but only because I want to see if they get original art or not. I want to take a picture and enjoy it with them. Hopefully they like it. If it's a kid, they're like, oh, I'd rather have the keychain. That's your painting. But, you know, I get excited about this. So what I need to do is come up with some covert way to mark the envelopes on the outside. Or, like with a, no, gold star would be too obvious. Just something that I would know. Oh, they make them open it in front of you because they got a painting. It's a very small machine, says James. I think I might have seen that kind, a smaller egg kind of vending machine. What's going on in this drawing? This one here? This? Their reaction matters. Yeah, I think so. Most people, they are not in it to, they just want to take it and run. And I can respect that. But if it's like original art, I want to see them hopefully like it. So if I could figure out like just a little mark or some sort of maybe inconspicuous kind of, what's that, washi tape or something in the back? Like maybe I could do it and see if I see it though, then you can look for it. But then it's not gonna matter because that might even be better because it could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th one is original art. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever dollars. To reach that point, maybe I should just put it in a gold envelope. Right? Let it be like obvious. Little kids know to avoid it, and then, you know, if you guys want some art, you know where it is. Oh, okay. Where's my notes? So Vince, what's going on this page? A specific sticker. So you think a sticker. I was thinking to just go bold and like a gold envelope and let them know like that's the one if you want original art. So then they could see either they're lucky and it's like the next envelope. Maybe it's two-way and it's worth the extra $5 token to reach it. It might be better. It might be better to just not have the original art be a secret. So Vince, in this page, where's page 1? So when we start, our heroes are traversing this strange land. They're far away. What is this? All this weird, sticky, giant stuff. It's like, oh, it's coins. Let's see. So pennies? What are those? They're going to be pennies because they're going to be copper. You're going to be able to tell. Those are pennies. They're stepping on them. So they're big pennies? What's going on? Are they little people? And he's pointing like, ah, I see one. Little word balloon here. These are dimes. They'll be silver. Shiny. Different. So here they make their way to that area. Here's the dime. It's going to be the silver thing on top of all the copper things. And they're pushing away some stuff to get at it over stacks and stacks. They're headed that way. So in this page, it's hard, or this panel, it's hard to see, but Captain, he's got the dime in his mouth and he's coming back this way to Grump, who's holding the other 2 dimes here. Then Grump, he reaches for a string, he ties it to the end of that little tablespoon of his, and he gives it a tug. There's going to be, oh, I should put that in there. There's going to be like little motion lines for like a movement, like a tug movement. Do I have the 3rd page here? Third page, if I don't find it, it's the ascent. Here we go. This is a super rough layout. Can I get it to be seen? Let's get out of here, he says. So basically, I'll have to just tell you what's going on here. Here's Grump, the first like full body, nice kind of drawing of what he looks like, what he's wearing. He's holding his teaspoon full of dimes and gum. And he's got the string in his hand and he ascends. And then the farther away camera sees him going up into this hole here. That's the top of the water bottle. After these 3 pages, you'll get to real life and you'll see what it all means. What are they actually doing? I just gotta get through all these pennies. Oh my goodness. That's all I gotta do. Just keep going. Just keep drawing them. Did they get eaten by a piggy bank? Not really, but kind of. It's like they are in a sort of piggy bank. It's like fantasy stuff. Grump kind of lives in his mind. Maker's Mark. Touch mark. For the envelopes siege, the vending machine to differentiate the original art. So like a seal, is that what it? Because now I'm thinking of the booze, Maker's Mark, and it's all covered in wax. Is that what that is? One of those wax seals? Those would fall off. Something like that. So you guys are thinking something smaller, a little indication. Because I was thinking go bold and just find gold envelopes and have little like spots of gold in there. A specific sticker. Maker's Mark. Unless they know gold is special. Oh, that's true. But there can be fun to think. Can be fun to think it's a sticker. Boom, fancy art. Yeah. Yeah. In for a penny, in for a pound, says James. Yeah, I broke my vending machine command. Add that to the list of things I never get to. I think most people were universally excited by the sketchbooks. That's what they were into. They're cute. I don't have one. No. That's what happens when I clean. I lose all my stuff. This penny is wonky. Where's the... There you are. Let's try it again. There. It's 15% better. I'll take it. My friend and I are going to try and do a Whatnot live stream sketch thing next Friday. That'll be interesting. Oh, really? I hear a lot about that, and I know people who do that. I never have. Livio Ramondelli, he's a Transformer artist. He does that sometimes. I think Eric Bassel do it, may or may not. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I think he just does commissions. But so is your first time doing that? What's your setup going to be like? Is it only going to be recording like your tabletop with your hand sketching? And you have a friend there, so they have a split. Is it going to be a split screen? Next Friday. I don't have Whatnot. Do you have to have a lot of followers on Whatnot for that to work out? Or is it more like tag based where people just will tune in because they see someone is live drawing their favorite character or something like that? Has your friend done that before? It might be nice to learn the ropes from someone who has experience doing it. Okay, almost done with this stack. Sorry, I was away from my keyboard. Oh, I just asked James, have you done Whatnot before? Is this your first one? Has your friend done it before? And do you have to have a lot of followers for it to work, or do people just find you because of some tags of like this person's live drawing my favorite character kind of thing? Sorry, I'm bombarding you with questions. I'm curious. I just know of people who do that, and I've never done it before. I wouldn't be the greatest at just doing a bunch of like fan art stuff on the fly for people. You have to be well practiced. I'm not 100% sure on the setup, but he's on there every Friday, so he's got a regular audience. Okay. That's good, and you learn a lot about how it goes. You think you would do it on your own after that? Okay, this penny is not going to be printed. At least that bottom right half. Let's just do this part. Okay. And then that crazy, not crazy. It's not crazy yet, but it needs to be a thicker holding line here. So this last time we were offered a half-price sketch cover commission that I draw to the highest purchaser of the night, and offer other sketch covers that I've pre-done. That's nice. A bunch of pre-dones, and the highest purchaser gets to buy a half-price sketch cover that you would draw that night. Did I get that right? That's good. So you're not just drawing on demand all night, trying to make good stuff. Those will be brought for the next show, the pre-made. Yeah, I'm curious to see what you said Friday on Whatnot. I don't think I have Whatnot on my phone. I just want to go and see how you guys did it. If you have like a Whatnot handle or something, you can post it here if you want. Okay, so here's what I got. Stack. A fat stack. I bet you that still needs to be a thicker holding line. For now, leave it. Beef it up later. This needs some fixing. I'm not sure how it works myself, says James, but it's the same handle as here. James Lee Stone. Okay. For some reason, the stack looked weird, so I'm just trying to change the angles a tiny bit before I start digging in on these little edges. Okay, that's not going to be anywhere. That's like beyond the line of it off. So ease up. Done. Okay. Whoops. Real progress. Look at that. Whole back end almost done. Yeah, because it's like that's the end of the page there. That's fine. Okay, so let's see. I guess start here. I didn't finish even laying these out. I used the ellipse tool. I just gave myself that. That'll be a later on problem for myself. So here we are. I think I've repaired it almost. Okay, so then if I'm saying that they flare out that much, then the edges need to do the same. What do I do? I think I like that one. And that's it. Everything else is all kind of wonk. Okay, let's see. And okay. What's here? Error. Okay, and you? To work with that. Can I avoid the tangent? Ever so slightly. And you can go right there. Oh my goodness. Two. Take it easy. Let me catch my breath, James. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I needed that. I'm concentrating on these messed up pennies that I did here in the corner. So I was like, I was thinking like, don't dig into the wrong line. At least give it enough. It doesn't have to be perfect, but people can excuse it as like, oops, I'll buy that because there's all this other stuff that's weird perspective. At least make it convincing enough where people will be like, yeah, I'll buy that. I don't think that's, I think most talented artists don't think that. Like, just do it right. How about do it right? Way too quiet there. I know, I was concentrating. I messed up I didn't have a strong enough layout for this particular stack. I guess I don't prefer super ruler lines. So if I can just get it straight enough freehand, kind of like the wiggliness of it. Time to try a boss. A boss? Also, you hope the rest of the art isn't so uninteresting that they have to analyze your penny size and perspective. Oh, please don't analyze. That's one of the things where I noticed one of the objects that I put into this scene that I really quickly took back out was like a ruler. I was thinking pencil case things a kid might try to fish coins out of like a Sparklet style bottle of coins. Maybe you can put gum on the end of a ruler or something. So I had a ruler in there, but instantly it was like an exact measurement of how wrong everything was, because you can kind of say, well, you don't know what kind of spoon that is. Maybe it's, you know, how long is a pencil? Who knows? How big? Like the person earlier said, all their pencils were different sizes. You never know. There's like wiggle room for, what is it called? Suspension of disbelief, kind of. Don't throw a ruler in there. So I had to remove that because it's like pennies and dimes are already kind of measurable. So it's like, well, if I had a measuring spoon out, and I was looking at it to see how many dimes, how big would a dime look in a tablespoon or a teaspoon measuring spoon. So I'm trying to be close, and I'm trying to hide where I'm wrong. So it's more of like, let's have fun in this imaginary place rather than like, none of this makes sense. So I'm hoping I'm finding that balance. You'll have to let me know, James. I'm trying my best. Back to lurking. See, just like I just came here to say this. Now I'm gone. Lost in space, size logic. Oh my goodness. That's what they look like. Now imagine this all with like fantastic, beautiful, professional, all but award-winning coloring. Land of the Lost. Size logic. I get it. Okay, so I got like a tipped over penny. Why did I do that? Who knows, but I'm gonna respect my past me and keep it tipped. That's just how it is. You're fine, you're fine. Okay, what happened here? Something like that. And then they get inexplicitly thin. So let's redo that. And I just stopped drawing them here at the bottom. That's how over it I was. Okay, so how much trouble did I just get myself into there? A little bit. Past Beth. Future Beth will appreciate this. Future Beth, what the... No! You're making too much truth right now. Hold on. There's no pleasing either of me. Okay. Okay, let's see. Well, my goal will be to finish this panel by the end of this stream. That should be easy, right? 2 stacks, coins, a panel border, and like some tug little gesture lines. Replace name with anyone you know. It all still applies equally. It applies to you as well, James. Okay. Do I like what I just did? These, no. Okay. So like that. And so then what? Same kind of slightly angled, not too much. Ew, okay. I think we've landed on something passable here. 150% yes. Passable. I think I fixed it. Where did we put that? What was past me thinking? Where did we put that? This thing evaded my sight for like 4 days. It was just like right by my keyboard, just nestled up right against it. I just wasn't looking right there because that's not where it should have been. And it's kind of, my keyboard is kind of wooden, so is this. It's just how it goes sometimes. All right, everybody, it's the final countdown. Ah, so many pennies. I'm telling myself it'll be worth it. It will accurately depict the chore that Grump has laid out for himself in looking for that dime. Those dimes. How kind of obsessive he is. As long as I can make sure I color it right, make sure things separate, kind of enhance what I've done right, and then what needs help. Hopefully I've got enough to work with this time that it just takes a little bit of creative coloring, lighting, and shadow, but everything's there, so I don't have to invent anything. Just make sure this foreground is slightly different in tone than the ones that are middle ground and then the ones that are in the back. So then it's not like some eyesore of like, I don't even know what this is. It'll enhance the depth that I'm trying to create here. That's the plan anyway. Now I'm going into quiet mode again because I'm trying to not mess up. So load bearing lines right here. My ex put a plastic noodle strainer on hot stove. Bought a new one that folds. Lost it. Bought the same one again. Put it away in a new spot. Guess what was there? The lost strainer. I was still in my 20s. And so no, I was old. Excuse for that one. Oh. I try to put things away in the first place. I think that would be a good spot, because I'm thinking without any other clues, I'll think again that was a good spot, and maybe it'll be easier to find. Needs some kind of thick open line. Whoa.
Game begin.
I guess now I have a preference in graphite lead refills. It's not the Kuratoga, whatever. What is it? What the heck? Where's the one that has, oh, Kurutoga. The little pivoting, specially made graphite. I don't care for it. It snaps easily. I thought it was just me being like heavy-handed, but it didn't. This hasn't snapped once, I don't think. All right. We got, let's see. Let's go. Timer is on. Let's see how close I can get to. There's no way I could do this in 10 minutes. Let's see. 20? Should I give myself 20? Let's see. 20 minutes. We're gonna do 2 stacks and a panel border. Okay, let's see. Here it is. It's a good Deadline song playing right now. I think it's called Burger Time. And the lyrics are like some made-up language. It's really cute. I just thought it'd be too distracting to have lyrics as background music, even if they were made up. I don't do like the Spotify playlist stuff. I have this Artlist subscriber thing, and I find stuff I like, and every once in a while when I have time, I'll just do a listen and scrub through stuff, see if there's anything new that I like. It just takes forever to find things, but when I do, I really like them because, I don't know, maybe I'm picky or easily annoyed, I'm not sure. Maybe both. Give yourself credit. You can be heavy-handed and the lead can be trash. Thank you. I was preparing myself for that to be worse, but it wasn't. Thank you, James. Yeah, I'll show you too. Here's the one. Here's the one I'm having doubts about. Oh, this isn't doing well for my timer I just set. That's how it goes. Okay, here's my 0.3. What is this? 0.5. Okay. So this is the yay. Pentel. Super something. This is the nay. Where's your... So shiny. Look at how pretty it is though. That's why, it's all looks. You got no substance. Kuru Toga. Trust me. Okay. Hold on. Distraction. What do we got here? 17 minutes. So your watch... No, watch. No. 17, 14. Okay, here we go. Getting sloppy because there's a timer involved. There's an old movie, Summer School, and they're taking tests, like multiple choice. And the bell's ringing and they're supposed to be done. And like the slacker was like, out loud, just checking off B, 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 like as a multiple choice, just to have some sort of answer. It's kind of how I feel right now. Oh my gosh. No pressure. No. I'm so distractible. Hold on, focus. Yes. Almond milk. I need to make more almond milk buns. Pins. I had them in walnut in my store and they sold out. I kind of like them wooden. I don't know if I want to do enamel. I got here. 1349. Let's go. Go, go, go. B, B, B. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Your stack is not. I didn't want to rhyme. It's not good. I avoided silly rhyme for no good reason. Ah, this is any. Oh, the timer. I thought I had it. Everyone I've shown that image to, almond milk, loves it. I enjoy it as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for showing people. I was eating cereal with almond milk and I was just thinking, who supplied this? What? And I just pictured that little guy right there, like, do you like it? I made it. And I'm like, this can't exist in my head only. You guys need to see this guy too. Okay, let's try. We got here 11:32. How are we doing? I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling strong. That's a lie. I've already messed up. I saw there's avocado milk. I don't know if that needs to exist, but I know I'd be the one to draw that cursed image. Avocado milk. Avocado milk? I don't... Ugh. But how? I don't understand it. Because almond milk, it's weird, but if you, I guess, grind them up, they make something that you can make milk of. So then if you blend, is it just watery guacamole? Like what? I don't understand. Because if you blend the heck out of some almonds and add water, I guess that's almond milk, right? Is there anything else? They add like some thickening agent or something? But then with avocados, I know avocado oil. He and I get along fine. Avocados themselves make my mouth itch. Got a mild allergy to them. And I just don't think they're that tasty, so I'll pass on that. Thank you. Okay. Order. What I got? 838. It's the whitest thing ever. Avocado milk. You have to try it. You have to try it and report back. I'm not gonna. Avocado milk. There was, what's that what's that kind of fancy mayo? Kingston or something? They have one made with avocado oil. And you can definitely taste the avocado in it. What are you supposed to put? It's gonna have an avocado-y flavor to it. What would you use it for? With milk? I can't imagine a milk situation that I'd be like, boy, this would be a lot better. It tastes like avocado. Seven minutes. I'm not an avocado fan either, says James. Yeah. It's supposed to be really good for you. I'll never know. Oh, sorry. I was referring to the idea that a white person washed avocado milk because it's the whitest thing ever. Okay, so then how was I? Okay, here's my tug plan. It's right there. Tug. So it's kind of like get down kind of like that. Okay. Is it better or worse? No, that would give it too wavy. Okay. What? 5 minutes, like 4:58. Look at this. The idea that a white person wanted avocado milk, yeah. There's no need for that. There it is, the tug tug. Tug tug. I'll do that digitally, the letters. My writing is so bad. Look at that. I finished a panel. Ish. Look at that. So it ends right here. Let's see. That's the bottom of it. Darn glare. Ta-da! So that panel's done. This panel is like 5% done. This one's probably like 40% done. Okay. There we go. Look at that. What did we learn? That these are the superior leads. Pentel. Again, the stuff that we have a supply of magically here, because there happens to be a comic book artist here. Full of these. They're the best. These, not into. There. Clap, clap. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right. Thank you. I should make a clap thing. What do I need to do? Whoa, something else I said earlier and I don't remember what it was. I said take a note and I didn't. That's perfect. Not exactly a clap, but I'll take it. Okay, so let's see. What's on the schedule tomorrow? I feel like, oh, we're just doing like errands. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. Just errands. You want to meet back here tomorrow? 4-ish? Same area? I don't know. Maybe. Is my Discord link still working? Let's see. Oh, that's what it was. I was going to fix the Vend link. Vend link. And, what was the one I just said right now? Clap or something? I need a lot of emotes. That could wait. Okay, Discord. All right, so then that's where you find super like last minute news of whether I'm gonna stream. And let's see. And that's where you find me otherwise. Yeah, I've got to finish this. I got to do a lot of stuff. So yeah, tomorrow, let's see. Let's plan for 4. Did I still? Yeah, I totally wrecked my vertical. Oh, I'll make another note of that. Vertical grump. Vertical grump. Okay, list complete. All right then. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Siege, feel better. Continue healing with your back. You too, James. Feel better. And everybody else, I hopefully will see you tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye-bye.